New year, new me is a phrase that sounds all too familiar. At the start of the year, many tend to set goals for themselves, from strict weight loss resolutions to holistic well-being goals. However, some of those goals might not be linked to sustainable habits, which lead to temporary change. Joining us to help us set realistic body and health goals after a great festive season break of peppermint tarts and delicious roasts is Dida Dipheko. He's a fitness instructor. Dida, thank you very much for joining us. And Happy New Year.
Thank you for having me, Fundo. Happy New Year.
No, it's a pleasure to have you with us.
Happy New Year to the viewers, actually. Yeah.
No, it's a pleasure to have you with us. I think this is probably the apt time to have a fitness instructor, because it is the time where many of us are thinking of changing our lifestyle, probably losing a few kilos that we might have gained over the Christmas time, or just wanting to be healthier. And the big question for many is, what are the questions to ask ourselves when we embark on this journey? Because many of us then, after 1 month, we're no longer going to the gym. We don't even know if we should have gone to the gym or bought a treadmill. If I want to start on, let's say, a fitness journey, which also includes weight loss, what are the questions that I need to ask myself, perhaps this weekend?
Yeah, thank you. Fitness, it should be a lifestyle. Shouldn't be a New Year's resolution, you know. Yeah, but for someone who never exercised before, what you must start with, it's you know, you want to be consistent, right? So what you're going to do is walking, then running, starting with 1K, 1 kilometer, then you run that 1 kilometer. Then you go and start with exercises, and easy exercises. You know, you don't want to bend yourself. You want to be consistent. You don't want to, you know, only last for a month. Then you leave it, and you don't exercise anymore.
So meaning we must pace ourselves, start small. That sounds great. But then there's also another question that many ask all the time. Should I join the gym? Or should I perhaps buy gym equipment and be home? Because some of us might not be all that disciplined. And I've heard a number of people on social media saying, don't buy a treadmill. You won't be disciplined. You need to be around other people. Those become your accountability buddies, even if you don't know them. But seeing everybody working out at the gym will lead to you being encouraged. What would you say is your advice to that? Gym or home equipment?
Yes, Mpundo, that's a good question, actually. You know, I would advise people to buy gym equipment when they know what they are going to do. It doesn't help buying gym equipment and you don't know where to start. You never ran, you never even exercised. You know, I think everybody must join a gym. And, you know, I would advise them to get a personal trainer or a fitness instructor to teach them. You know, it's small steps every day, and you need to get a good fitness instructor who will start you, you know, like a baby steps, you know. But buying gym equipment, it's for people who have exercised before. And have,
you know, the kind of discipline.
Yes, and because you need discipline as well. Even those who have personal trainers or fitness instructors don't have, they lack discipline. Discipline, it's so difficult to have that. You know, yeah. And you must, what you must expect when you start exercising? Pain. Yes.
So all that pain straight after your first week, every single day, all of the limbs will be painful.
You will, yes. You are going to experience a lot of pain. But if you have a good trainer, your pain will be, you know, it will be a baby pain, then it will grow as you proceed with your training, you know.
And your tolerance levels will grow.
Yes.
So then what happens for those who've opted to also do the other fad, which is intermittent fasting or OMAD, the 1 meal a day? Can those people, if you're now saying gym is probably good for all of us beginners, can those people now that have opted to also embark on that journey of intermittent fasting, can you now train on an empty stomach?
I wouldn't advise anyone to train on an empty stomach. You need to have a balanced diet. You know, you remember you're using energy when you exercise. Yeah. So if you don't eat enough or a balanced diet, then you are going to be weak.
So most of this advice then is a bit dangerous coming from some of those people, because they still tell you, no, you can train in the morning, even if you're doing intermittent fasting. You train early in the morning, empty stomach, and then after that you'll have your big meal after the gym.
Yeah,
so you're saying
Fundo,
that would be dangerous. You'll probably be lightheaded.
It is, but it depends on what your goal is. If your goal is fat loss, you have to exercise. If your goal is developing muscle hypertrophy, you have to eat and appropriate food. You know, and the meal plan is very important.
Yeah.
The meal plan, it's 80% of what you do. It's 80%.
That's what
so
we keep
if you
hearing.
don't have discipline, you can exercise and you'll never see a difference if you don't eat well.
So now, can the fitness trainers help us with the nutrition if you're saying that you cannot out-gym a bad diet? Do most fitness trainers then assist with putting together a meal plan, or it's important to go to a nutritionist or a dietitian for that, and then you incorporate it with the fitness?
Fundo, everybody's a fitness trainer now. You know, it's so difficult to answer that, because most fitness trainers don't know anything about nutrition. Most of them didn't study it as well, you know. So, but
they went with what works for them.
Yes, what works for them. And I would advise anyone who wants to reach their goal to make a blood test. Test your blood type.
Okay.
Because even the meal might not work if you don't know your blood type.
So eating for our blood type is important.
Yes.
Now, aren't all of these things expensive? Because we know our economy. Many people might have these goals, but might not, perhaps, even if they do afford to go to the gym, might think that a fitness instructor now is a bit too much. Can they almost cheat the system in a good way by saying, maybe the first week I'm overwhelmed, I see all these machines, I don't know how to work them,
yes.
I'll get a fitness trainer maybe for 1 month, and then after that continue on my own, because he's taught me you do so many reps on this and so many reps on that, just so that everybody gets to their body goals?
That is wise, actually. You get a fitness trainer for a month, know what you're doing, and it's very important to know you know, the technique. Because a lot of people injure themselves not knowing, you know, that they're injuring themselves because they don't have a proper technique of doing exercises. You know, it's very important as well to get somebody who advises you about that.
And then in closing, just for some of my colleagues that are male that have been asking, is there a time limit as to when you can bulk up and become the Incredible Hulk? Maybe if you're 45 now, can you never have your dream of having the huge chest and six-pack? Is there a cutoff for you to start building muscle? You know,
there is no age limit, but it's wise to start early as possible. But if you want to bulk, you can start anytime, as long as you eat right. You have the right meal in place.
All right, Dida, thank you very much for your time. I wish we could keep you long because we always have many questions for fitness instructors. Thank you very much for joining us. That's fitness instructor Dida Dipheko. They're speaking to us.